want to start by saying it's an honor to represent my beloved country, Israel, especially as we all come together to commemorate the events that took place exactly 1 year ago. On the evening of October 6th, I just came back home from after Shabbat dinner, planned to rest from a long week. During that time, my phone was on silent mode, so I first didn't notice the enormous amount of messages pouring in from friends from Israel. It was only when I opened the phone, scrolled down and read the messages and focused on one particular one. It was in my family group chat. My brother asked my father, "Dad, there's alarms. Let us know you're okay." The second message I saw was the video of a white pickup truck in Sderot, shooting people, shooting officers. Then I realized we're entering something we never known before. I felt afterwards a sense of grief. I know why I felt that, just because I felt it before, months ago, when my beloved mother passed away. It's a kind of grief and agony that is overwhelming, that you can't control the pain. It's something that still remains till now for many of us. We gather here today to remember one of the darkest days in recent Jewish history, the largest slice of Jewish life since the Holocaust. The horrors inflicted on innocent Israelis a year ago continue to haunt us. There have been countless of articles published, news report aired daily, witnesses interviewed, speeches were made, and yet there are no words that truly capture the horrors of that day. When heavily armed terrorists invade small communities to torture, mutilate, murder, and burn innocent civilians alive, what adjective could justify these acts? When young women and men are hunted down at a music festival only to be shot, raped, and taken hostage, is there an accurate term for this disparity? When little children and the elderly are taken hostage, dragged to an unimaginable fate in Hamas terror tunnels, does the vocabulary exist to express that inhumanity? Words fail to describe. Numbers might provide more clarity. Early in the morning of October 7th, approximately 6,000 Hamas terrorists crossed into southern Israel through the air, land, and sea. During a brutal rampage, almost 1,200 people were slaughtered, 251 people taken hostage. Today, we honor and remember that 1,690 people that were killed in this ongoing war. Think about their names, think about their faces, about their families, their stories, their last moments. October 7th did not end on October 7th. The nightmare continues minute after minute, day after day, for the 101 women, men, and children still held hostage in Gaza under horrendous conditions. For other Israelis, October 7th continues, including those recovering from their wounds and the tens of thousands waiting to return to their damaged and targeted homes in both southern and northern Israel. And with so many brave stories that came out of October 7th, there are men and women that decided to leave their homes that morning. Some had handguns, some went barehanded. They went to try to locate people, help them, treat the wounded, support but in any way, fight. Many have died, but their death was not for vain. We salute them today and every day. Today we always remember them, heroes they are. Both Israelis and Jewish worldwide have been forever changed. The ongoing captivity of the remaining 101 hostages weighs heavily on all of us, a reminder of the cruelty inflicted on our people. We will not rest until every effort is made to bring them back home now. During these days of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we look forward with hope and optimism. Even in this time of sadness, we are reminded of the enduring strength of the people. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs once said, "Anti-Semitism is a shape-shifting virus. It moves through centuries. At first, we were hated because of our religion. Then we were hated because of our race. Now we're hated because we have a country. Today we have a new twisted form of hate. It's called anti-Zionism. It's not about Israel, it's about the Jewish people. There have been more than 10,000 anti-Semitic incidents in the US alone this year. If the war is in Israel, why are Jews being targeted all over the world? If history taught us anything, it's that Jews will fight for Jews. We will win this battle because we don't have a choice. After generations in which our people were slaughtered, remorselessly butchered, and no one raised a finger in our defense, we now have a state. We now have a brave army, an army of incomparable courage, and we are defending ourselves. Am Yisrael Chai. The people of Israel live now, forever, always.